My feeling is that this man killed my father. My father could have gotten treatment. May he have survived the cancer? I don't know. But there's a possibility he could have.
An Alabama woman drove to Tampa for answers about her late father's missing money. Money that she says was siphoned by Pinellas County businessman Leo Gavon. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Lee.
And I'm Keith Kate. Thank you for joining us tonight. 2 weeks ago, federal agents arrested Gavon and his longtime accountant John Wytek, accusing them of embezzling $100 million over 15 years from people with special needs.
But tonight, more people are coming forward saying they too trusted Gavon to safeguard their money, only to find it gone when they need it the most. 8 on Your Side investigative reporter Brittany Muller joins us now live in studio. And Brittany, you spoke to a woman who drove here all the way from Alabama looking for answers after her father's death.
Jen and Keith, that's right. Melissa Beck says her dad needed chemo to fight cancer, but she says another Leo Gavon-run nonprofit called Medicare Set Aside refused to pay for the treatments. Now Beck blames Gavon for her father's death.
Thomas Hancock was a hard-working man who never expected his life to come tumbling down. Hancock was a painter by trade until 2007 when the scaffolding underneath him collapsed and he fell 30 feet, leaving him badly injured. Hancock's attorneys fought for him, and when he was awarded money for his future medical care, they recommended he place the money with a Pinellas County-based company that specialized in safeguarding such funds, the Center for Medicare Set Aside.
There was money in this account, but we had no access to this money.
Melissa Beck says this is the only statement her father ever received from Medicare Set Aside. Dated 2023, it shows $347,000 in his account. So when Hancock got sick and his doctor said he needed chemotherapy, the family contacted Medicare Set Aside for help, only to get an answer they never expected.
Medicare Set Aside denied his chemotherapy treatment. We never could figure out why.
Thomas Hancock died from COPD and cancer complications in May. He was 73 years old. Now Melissa Beck holds one man responsible for her father's death, the man who founded Medicare Set Aside, Leo Gavon.
I blame Mr. Gavon. I blame Mr. Gavon for my father's death. If he had not taken my father's money, my father may still be alive. He may not still be alive. I don't know, but that's a question that will never be answered.
Beck says she didn't discover the alleged scheme until after her father's death.
My dad had no knowledge that he was even being stolen from. That's the worst part.
2 weeks ago, federal agents arrested Gavon and his accountant, John Wytek, for embezzling $100 million over a 15-year period from Gavon's other nonprofit that managed money. The Center for Special Needs Trust Administration, based in St. Petersburg. Before Gavon was handcuffed, we tried to press him for answers.
What would you say to the victims? How did you spend $120 million?
This indictment paints a picture of Gavon living a life of luxury off the missing millions, buying a private jet, real estate, and a box at Ray J. For Melissa Beck, she wonders who else could have been involved.
While his wife is still living this luxury, why is she not indicted on this? Why has his son not been indicted? Why has the lawyer that was working with him not been indicted?
Now, yet another twist in this saga. We've learned that U.S. Attorney General and Temple Terrace native Pam Bondi has fired Assistant U.S. Attorney Mike Gordon. Gordon was one of many federal prosecutors who worked on cases involving the January 6th rioters. And Gordon was also the lead prosecutor on the Gavon case. We've reached out to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and a spokesperson says the case against Leo Gavon and John Wytek will proceed as scheduled, but would not comment on Gordon's termination.
I want to go back to Melissa Beck for just a second, because she brings up a good point. Could other people face charges in this?
It's a great question that so many of our viewers have been wondering. The federal indictment mentions others known and unknown to the grand jury conspired to defraud. So this might be a sign that the DOJ plans to charge other people in the case. But right now the question is, will there be a delay in this case because the lead prosecutor has been terminated?
Yeah.
We'll stay on it and we'll let you know.
All right. Thank you, Brittany.